When the world's best spy is turned into a pigeon, he must rely on his nerdy tech officer to save the world. Hey guys, and welcome to my new movie review for 2020. Spies in Disguise. Come out here in Australia today, 2020. So no, I'm not late to the party. Spies in Disguise is rated PG. The duration is 1 hour and 42 minutes. It's an action, animation, adventure. It has two directors, which are Nick Bruno and Troy Aquan. And the voice cast of Spies in Disguise are Will Smith, who voices Lance, Tom Holland, who voices Walter, Reba McEntire, who voices Joyless, Karen Gillan, who voices Eyes, Ben Mendelsohn, who voices Killian, and last but definitely not least, a voice that I actually didn't realize who it was at first, and then I was like, oh, that's really cool. DJ Khaled, who voices Ears, and what a incredibly deliberate and purposeful name to give such a character. One thing straight off the bat that I have to say about this film is I actually felt like they not in a massive negative way, but I kind of felt that they could have shaved a little bit of time off of this movie. I don't know why, but an hour and a half I think would have made this movie almost perfect, because I felt there was a little bit of added scenes in there that was like, it was good, don't get me wrong, it was amazing, but there was just a few scenes that I was like, yeah, could have done without that. Other than in saying that, guys, one of the things that I really liked about this film was, one, there was a lot of pop culture references in this movie, and I thought were really classy and very funny. And speaking of funny, which is a great segue into my next point of this movie, guys, is I really felt the humor was really cleverly sprinkled out into the movie, which molded into the action, the adventure, and stuff like that. It's not hilarious throughout, but there's some really good elements to the movie. Like, seriously, really funny. Some of it's slapstick, some of it's just the lines itself. Other humor is what actually physically happens to the characters and stuff like that. This is a really good movie to take the kids to go and see. Seriously, it's a really fun film. Really fun film. It has a lot of elemental heart to it. And what I mean by elemental heart is that it doesn't have heart as in like that's the core element of the storyline, but specifically with Tom Holland's character, where he, like, especially at the beginning of the film, where he comes from and to what he becomes in the film, where he was, it's really heartfelt. And I felt the directors did a really good job in the storyline of that in his character. Now, I thought that it was really interesting that they actually didn't make Will Smith's character, they didn't make him sound different to what Will Smith actually sounds like in real life. They actually played on Will Smith's character as though he was actually Will Smith, which I was in an element of the movie. I thought to myself, why didn't they actually just call him Will? Like, I thought, you know what I mean? Like, everyone knew it was Will Smith, and it was Will Smith, and even his charisma in the character that he played in the animation was Will Smith, was, very confident and, knew what he wanted, you know what I mean? And I thought to myself, why didn't they just call you Will? Like, why did you have to actually have a different name? Because you were Will Smith. In saying that, being Lance Sterling, who he was in the film, it worked. It worked really well. And it was really... I have a feeling it's to do with what he becomes, is why they didn't call him Will. I think that's probably why. No spoilers, guys. Anyone who's been following me for any period of time, I don't do spoilers in my reviews because I don't think they're fair. But this is actually a really, really good film. It really is. The kids are going to love this. It's fun for adults as well, because it's got it has a lot of fun action. It doesn't really slow down once it keeps going. I really, really, really like the fact that there was no elements to this movie, and purely because it was, Blue Sky Entertainment. I like the fact that the opening of this film was actually really surprisingly, the 20th Century Fox. Dun, 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 dun. I really, really loved it. I love the fact that they actually brought that in. I was pleasantly surprised at that. Does this movie have, and I know that does it have it? Does it have the key element to it that film needs in order to be film, guys? In order to be the essential core element of film today in movie history. Rewatchability. Does it have rewatchability to it? Yes, because of the fun elements in it. I would definitely in a heartbeat rewatch this movie. I actually really thought, going back, like thinking back in this movie, one of the characters who I thought was just two characters really, specifically one though, that I really thought, man alive, you really own this. He really, really owned it. And that is DJ Khaled. I really, really liked what they did with his character, because I literally kept thinking to myself, man, that guy's cool. Like, that character is really cool. I don't even know, I think it must have been his dress sense. Maybe that's what it was, but he's so cool. And then I realized, I couldn't even believe that I didn't know it straight off the bat. And then I realized later, really listening to him, that's why he seems so cool, because it's DJ Khaled. So that makes so much sense. And the other one is Tom Holland. Man, that kid has a cute voice. He really, really does. He's got a really, really noticeable voice. And I think the fact that they're using him in animation so heavily now really, really builds on the fact of what he's going to become in later films. Because, there's so many voice actors today that the second that you hear them, you're like, that's who that is. And it's purely because of the fact that you know who that is. Guys, I just want to take this opportunity right now to say thank you first and foremost to everyone who has subscribed to my YouTube channel. 150 subscribers, guys. I'm genuinely, authentically, mind-blowingly blown away. I really, really am. I'm so humbly grateful. And I just want to say, if you haven't already and you're on a mobile device right now, go ahead and click subscribe to my YouTube channel. And don't forget to click the bell for notifications. That way, when I drop anything, guys, it'll be yours straight away. And I really value your subscription to my YouTube channel. That way, I'm growing it. And guys, if you have a comment, positive feedback on my channel of how I can get better and better and better, I genuinely value that. I really, really do, guys. Drop that in the comment section below and let me know, are you guys happy? And if you are happy with my reviews, guys, I'd love your thumbs up on my reviews. That way I know that you're appreciating my content, and I really, really value it so much. Thank you. Seriously, thank you so much for that. And guys, those of you who've been following me for any period of time, one of the things that I really, really, really love to give my subscribers, because I feel no one does this, and I like to, be different and be unique and put something out there that no one else has, is trivia. So guess what time it is, guys? Trivia time! This is the first animated film from the 20th Century Fox to be released after the Disney purchase. Next piece of trivia. Will Smith's first animated film since Shark Tale 2004, released 15 years prior. Next piece of trivia. Blue Sky's first film to be released after the Disney purchase. Next. The last animated film of the 2010s. Next, and I'll leave you with this piece of trivia, guys. Chernin Entertainment's first animated film. Guys, thank you again. I genuinely appreciate you sticking around. Have you, drop any comments in the comments below. Have you had a chance yourselves to see Spies in Disguise? If you have, what did you think about it? Did you like it? Did you hate it? I'd love to hear your comments in the comment section below. I really appreciate it. I honestly, authentically encourage you to go and check out Spies in Disguise. I genuinely think that you'll really enjoy it. And until my next review, whatever that may be, don't forget who's bringing this movie review to you guys. This is Superman Steve, guys. Flying